What is going on, everyone? Chris with Journals, Comics, and Pop Culture, and it is the last day of 2020, and decided to do kind of a special little video for all you guys today. Before I get into the video, guys, please, if you haven't subscribed yet, take some time to do so, and don't forget to check out all the awesome links below: official Journals, Comics merch, how to support the channel for just $3.99 a month via Patreon, our comic book Canon channel, and so many other awesome affiliates. Guys, today I'm going to be talking about 5 tips on how to start a successful YouTube channel. So I just thought this would be a fun topic to do to end the year off. I just want to say again, before I get into the video, thank you to each and every one of you guys that have supported me along this journey. It's been a crazy year for all of us. And, you know, the growth of this channel and the support that I've received this year, it goes beyond words, guys. And I'm truly, truly humble and indebted to you all. So with that being said, guys, let's talk about some tips on how to be a successful YouTuber. I know a lot of folks that watch my channel are content creators of their own. And look, if you want to get into doing your own YouTube channel, and it doesn't even have to be about comic books or toys or anything, you know, geek culture, pop culture related, this hopefully can help you guys as well. So let's get into it, guys. Before I get into the 5 points, I'm going to talk about one thing, and that's in the title of this. That's a successful YouTube channel. I just want to state that success can look differently to different people. Okay, success doesn't necessarily mean you want to get hundreds of thousands of subscribers, or you know you want to get, you know, YouTube famous or something like that. Success can be on a much more smaller level of just you enjoying what you're doing by uploading videos to YouTube. Okay, so I want to clear the air with that. Like, success can be specific to you. So make sure you have an idea of what success looks like to you. All right. Now, with that being said, we're going to get into the first talking point, guys, and that's know your content. All right. So for me, comic books, you know, comic books, movies, anything comic book related, I have to know my content. So that consists of a lot of research. So you have to do your research and make sure you know the ins and out of what you're talking about. All right. So for me, whether that's doing a haul and I'm showing off comic books, and I know, like, you know, the significance of each comic book, first appearances, the characters involved, to where, you know, for comic books as well, some other videos that I do is how-tos, you know, how to press and clean a comic book, how to organize or file. And a lot of these things, with at least this hobby, it could be tips in terms of how you do it. It could be unique to you, and it doesn't have to be a structured thing that everyone else is doing and you need to copy exactly what they're doing. There's many different types of knowledge when it comes to creating content regarding comic books. But regardless of what it is, you have to know your content. You don't want to go in you know, talking about something that you don't know what you're talking about, because your viewers are going to see that and they're not going to really connect with that. But with that being said, guys, don't be afraid to not know something or to correct yourself when you're wrong. And I'll be the first to admit, guys, I do not know everything whatsoever. And I always say that, you know, this channel is a two-way relationship. It's not just me conveying to my viewers. My viewers convey to me too, and we communicate. And that's why I'm always in the comments, reading your guys' comments. You guys teach me a lot of things as well. And I'll tell you what, I look to other content creators on YouTube as well to learn stuff as well. So you have to be humble as well. Know your stuff. Be confident in what you know, but also be humble and don't admit your faults. Don't be afraid to admit your faults. And don't be afraid to admit when you're wrong or when you don't know something. Humility goes a very, very long way, guys. All right. Now, with knowing your content, you also have to love your content. It's one thing to know something and to be knowledgeable of something, but if you don't love it, if you don't have the passion for it, that's going to be conveyed in your videos as well. I mean, you could talk about, you know, maybe you're really good at math, but you hate math, and you're talking about, yeah, da, 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 and you know, it's going to come off like that, dry, you lack enthusiasm. love what you're talking about, comic books or not, you have to have that passion for whatever it is. So, for example, if you think that you're just going to create a YouTube video because you want some type of, success, or you think you're going to get rich off of being a YouTuber, or get famous or get clicks and views, and you're thinking like, oh, what's the hot topic? I mean, well, movies. I'm going to be a movie reviewer because I see that movie reviewers get hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and that's what I want. But then you don't really have the passion for it. You're just kind of hopping on the bandwagon for some other kind of a reward. You're just searching for that reward and not really true to the journey involved, if that makes sense. So again, guys, love your content. You have to have passion. In the good words of our good friend OMG Chris, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. All right, you got to be passionate about it, guys, no matter what it is. So that's number 2. Number 3, I really love this one, guys. I really love this one. Be you. Be you, guys. I started this channel because my kids wanted me to make a video showing off my comic book room, right? Our comic book room. They got into YouTube at that point in time because they were watching like Minecraft videos and all this stuff, and they were like, hey, make a YouTube video. And I am someone that I will tell you at that point in time, I never really, for being a comic collector all my life, I never really talked about it. I didn't know how to talk about comic books. And my first video was still there, guys. And you can go back to my first couple of videos, and I'm like, I really didn't know how to present myself. And I'm me, guys. I'm unique. I am influenced by many different things in life. And you may say that I'm not a stereotypical, comic book collector, geek, nerd, and I don't want to put anyone in a box, but I struggled trying to find how I was supposed to be me as Journos Comics. But once I realized that, look, I don't need to be sitting here thinking about how to convey myself. I just need to convey myself as me. I need to be me. There's so many different personalities in this community. I watch so many different people, guys, from so many different walks of life, all over the country, all over the world, young, old. And if they are genuine to who they are, I love their channels because it shows through. So guys, this, like I said, this is probably my favorite one, and that's be you, guys. All right. So next one up is be able to take criticism and be able to put up with the trolls, guys. Okay. So this is a 2-part one. Taking criticism doesn't necessarily mean people are badgering you or trolling you. Criticism can be constructive, and that's good. All right. You have to be able to take constructive criticism. All right. Because you got to remember, you're not just producing content for you. You're producing content for your viewers. You have to understand what your viewers want. Just because you like something, you like talking about something, doesn't mean that other people are going to want to listen to you. All right. So you got to listen to them, and you got to be able to take constructive criticism. I think there's a lot of people that are willing to be humble and respectful, but still give you that constructive criticism. All right. And I've taken a lot over the years. Now, when it comes to trolls, that's a bit different. And look, the majority of people aren't going to be trolls, but the trolls tend to seem to have the loudest voices sometimes. And sometimes it gets really tough and it gets really ugly. It really does. And that's one of the hardest parts for me, I'll tell you, because I pride myself on being a decent human being, and I seek for the rest of the world around me to be decent human beings. I do my channel to bring people together, to unite people, and I still get such disgusting hate and ugliness, usually from grown individuals, which is very disheartening. And for me, I struggle because I want to rid the ugliness so much that sometimes it's hard for me not to engage. And also, I do have a bit of a different side of me because of my upbringing and where I come from. I come from a rough background, and I didn't grow up accepting that kind of behavior and talk. But that's another story. But as a grown man, I have to be better than that. And I have to recognize that these people most likely are not going to change. And the best thing to do is not engage them. And never let the trolls get to you. It's not you, it's them. If somebody, trolls tend to be very narcissistic, and they tend to, they're antagonists, and they want to get the last word. And that's why don't even engage with them in the comments, because they're going to want to have the last word. They know how to gaslight. They know how to twist the conversation, and they know how to boil people's bloods. And they are pros at it. The best thing that you can do is ignore them, because when you ignore them, you don't feed into what they're actually seeking for, because most of them are miserable human beings and they want attention. Don't feed the trolls, all right? Don't even give them attention. If you start getting into it with somebody in the comment section and you see it going that way, just stop interacting with them. If they don't stop, block them. If you lose a couple subscribers because you are staying genuine to you and you don't want to put up or entertain the trolls, oh well. And that goes to, being you as well. That goes to my last point. Be you no matter the cost. Be you, and if people don't accept you for being you and they're going to unsubscribe from your channel, good riddance. That's what I say, because they weren't there to support you in the first place. So I just wanted to add that in, guys. All right, next up on the list, guys, is be consistent. All right, so for me, being consistent means a couple things. For one, it means I have to be consistent with my content. And you got to understand YouTube algorithms too, all right? Algorithms play a huge part in your success to being seen. So stick to what you're good at. If you know that, you're good at comic book reviews or comic hauls, do that and work at it. You don't want, if you have a channel where you're talking about how to work on cars one day and how to do word work the next and a comic book the next, if you're concerned about growing your channel and wanting to get out there and to be seen by more and more people, the algorithms aren't going to really catch on to that. But I'll tell you this, though. If consistency to you means just showing off whatever you love on YouTube, and you're not too concerned with how big of a following you have, and you want to do word work, you want to do comic book stuff, you want to show how to work on cars, then keep doing it, because that goes back to number 2, love your content. But you really got to understand, remember, this goes back to, what does success mean to you? So if success means to just sharing any type of fun thing that you enjoy doing, do that. If success means getting savvy to the algorithms and being consistent in the content you create, have a business mind behind that and understand what works for the YouTube algorithms, all right? For example, for me, I stopped doing movie reviews, really. I just did a movie review on Wonder Woman, but I stopped really doing that because it doesn't really speak to my audience, and the YouTube algorithms don't really pick it up. So I stopped doing that. I will do it once in a while. Like I said, I did one with Wonder Woman, and I noticed that those videos aren't very popular. So I was okay with kind of taking that element away from my channel as much as I used to do it in the past, right? And guys, lastly, I want to talk about being humble. And I talked about this a few minutes back. It's not about you. It's about your audience, all right? You really have to go into this knowing that. It's not about you at all. This is about giving your audience something that they can enjoy, and enjoying that you are able to give your audience something. It's a two-way relationship. I talk about that all the time. For me, I get the joy of communicating with my fans, communicating with my viewers, listening to what they want and being able to deliver on that. And that fulfills something within me, right? And I think it speaks to the success of the channel. It speaks to the fact of why people want to come back and keep watching, because it's about them. I'm a musician as well, and I actually was signed to a record label and worked in the music industry. And, it's a bit of a tug of war sometimes when you're a creative artist, and which is what we here are on YouTube. We're still creators, we're artists, and, we want to be true to what we're doing, but we don't want to be selfish in what we're doing. We have to understand, even just like with music, we have to make music that other people enjoy. But you don't want to sell yourself short just trying to do that. You see how this is kind of circling back to all the other tips now? I can't sit here and do something that I'm not passionate about for my audience just thinking they're going to buy into it. I have to be genuine. I have to love what I do. I have to know what I do. And then I have to listen to the audience and understand how they want to receive that and what works for them. And then I keep doing that and keep working for them, because it's a two-way street, guys. So those are my tips, guys, on how to be a successful YouTube creator. I've learned a lot of this just by doing it and by being here with you guys day in and day out. And this wouldn't be able to have happened without all of you. So I really hope anybody that's either currently a content creator on YouTube, or maybe have hopes or has ambition to start creating content on YouTube, I really hope that this helped you guys. If you guys have any questions for me, please feel free to leave some comments below, leave some questions below. I'm always accessible, guys. You can find me on Instagram, shoot me questions there. I love the community. This is all about community and why I do this. So again, I appreciate each and every one of you. I want to say good luck to all of my viewers and subscribers in the future with whatever endeavors you do. I hope that 2021 is a better year for all of us. Stay safe, be well, stay positive, and again, keep collecting what you're passionate about. This is just the beginning for me, and I really hope to see all you guys in 2021. Happy New Year. Be safe. Don't drink and drive, guys. And not only until next time, until next year.